everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I have the update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. If you don't know what Pan Those Eyeshadows is, I will have the creator linked down below, as well as what my rules are. Basically, as the name suggests, Pan Those Eyeshadows is where you try to hit pan in your eyeshadows. So that's what I'm trying to do. I am using the prompts that Makeup with Laney made. She's also linked down below, as well as the spreadsheet with all the prompts in them. And I'm trying to use all of the prompts, and wow, just got emotional there. And I can only declare a prompt done if I have hit pan on that eyeshadow. I do have the rule that I can roll out a shadow once I've used it 15 times and it's been in for 2 months if I want to, but that won't count against the prompt being done. So the prompt is done when I hit a pan, and then I take it out of the spreadsheet, and I want to continue this project until I have no prompts left, and then we shall see what I do, because I very much enjoy this project. So I don't know, I'm not really sure how long it's going to take me for all of the prompts are done. So with that all being said, let's check out my eyeshadows. The first one is one that sort of rolled over from last month, but I changed for what prompt this was in. So last month, if you've seen the update, I had the prompt the red shimmer, and the eyeshadow that I had picked for that didn't really work for me. And then I had a red shimmer rolled for the prompt something you want to pan, because it went with the whole color story. So last month I decided to switch them out. I rolled out the red shimmer, and then I put the red shimmer that I had for want to pan in for the prompt red shimmer, because I did not want to roll a new red shimmer, because I don't really love red shimmers. So the red shimmer that I rolled over for that prompt comes from my Beauty Bay Love Notes palette, and it is the shade Confetti. Now, I have previously used that 8 times, and this shadow, ladies and gentlemen, has pan. I had to use it 1 more time to hit pan. So I'm very happy that I decided to film that update when I decided to do that, and to also roll this shadow for the prompt red shimmer, because now I can take that out of the spreadsheet. It is done. I have hit pan. I did not hate this eyeshadow, but I just don't really like the way that red shimmer looks on my eyes. So what I did was I paired that red shimmer a lot with a purple over the top to tone it down, like a cool toned purple, to take out the very warm red tones, and that worked quite well. But I'm happy that that prompt is done. I do believe the prompt red matte is still in there, which is scary. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Red shimmer is rolling out, and then all of the other shades were rolled in last month. The first one was for the prompt palette that has the most pans, and I picked the Revolution Elf palette. It had the most pans, I think. It was a tie between a couple palettes, but this one had the most pans. Oh no, I remember. My Glam Shop Singles palette had the most pans. But that's a palette with all of my singles just stuck in there. So I was like, let's pick an actual solid palette for this prompt. So I rolled in my Revolution Elf palette, and I picked shade number 14, which was a shimmery mint. And it is right there. Hopefully you can see. I hit pan on this. This took me a while. I have been using it as a lower lash line color for quite a few looks, and I felt like I was going to hit pan every day, and it just didn't. And then today I used it in the inner third of my lids. I did like a minty green look. It's kind of faded already. And I hit pan. So I'm very happy to have yet another pan in this palette. So that one is also rolling out, as well as that prompt is leaving the wheel. The next prompt that rolled in was newest shadow. Now I had added 3 Beauty Bay palettes to my collection at the same time. So I picked the smallest one. This is the Berries palette with 9 eyeshadows. And I picked the shade Cloud. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The mint eyeshadow, it took me 12 uses to hit pan on that. Okay, moving on. The shade Cloud from the Beauty Bay Berries palette. And here is what that looks like. Can you see that tiny pan? This is also a pan that I hid today, actually. I use this solely as an inner corner highlight. Some days on its own. I'm wearing it today over a white eyeliner pencil. Yeah, worked fine for that. That is why the pan is so tiny, because I use a very small detailed brush. But this is also rolling out, which, you know, I knew I had to film this update today. So this morning I was like, it's not gonna be a great update. And then I hit 2 pans in one day, which was kind of nice. Moving on, the prompt starts with tea. I rolled in my Beauty Bay Bambi, Disney Bambi palette. And I rolled in the shade Thumper Tail. I think last update I said fur, which made no sense because Thumper is gray. So Thumper Tail, it is a white matte. And here is what it looks like. This has taken me 21 uses to hit pan on. Oh, I forgot again, didn't I? The pink shimmer shade, it took 11 uses to hit pan on. So decent amount for a Beauty Bay shadow, to be honest. So this one took 21 uses. You can maybe see these pans are quite a bit deeper than your standard Beauty Bay shadows, and these are all mattes. So I have just used this as a lid setting shade to set my eyeshadow base, and it worked fine for that. So I could easily get the 21 uses out of this eyeshadow, but I'm happy that it's rolling out. And I'm happy to have another pan. Then for the prompt, starts with X, Y, or Z. I rolled in my Magic Mini palette from Juvia's Place, and I rolled in the shade Yara. And Yara is right here. As you can see, no pan yet. You can see a dip. Again, it's like a small dip. And I have been using this combined with that Revolution Elf mint shade a lot on my lower lash line. So I put the mint all along the lower lash line, and then this darker green on the outer part. I did it today, and I'm also wearing Yara at the outer V of my lid today with the mint. I don't love it, I don't hate it. I will probably continue to use it mostly as lower lash line color and hit pan that way. And then last but not least, for the prompt, you save for a special occasion. I rolled in the Serpent palette by Micah Beauty Shop. This is a indie brand, and she's based in France, so it's very easy to get for me. If I remember, I will link her shop down below, because she has a lot of beautiful palettes, a lot of beautiful pressed eyeshadows and loose pigments, and the whole shebang, and I love them. So if I remember, I will link them down below. But from this palette, I was working on the shade Transformation, which is here in the corner. And I hope you can see that flip that it has. It's like a white shimmery base, but it flips to green and blue, and then also 2 yellow and orange. It is stunning. You can sort of see a dip here. It is a softer shadow, so it's easier to hit pan on, I think. But I haven't opened pan yet. I have used this 4 times so far. And I again forgot to say, wow, what am I doing? Forgot to say, this shadow I've used 11 times. I'm so sorry. So we have 2 shadows staying in, and we have 4 rolling out. So I'm gonna prepare my wheel, take out the 4 prompts that we completed, and we're gonna roll 4 new prompts. And we are gonna roll 4 new prompts. A little bit nervous. A yellow shadow matte. Okay. Then orange shadow shimmer. Okay, those will work nicely together. They do remind me a little bit of summer, but I mean, they can work for fall. Yellow shadow shimmer. Okay, what are the odds? All right. And then lastly, most affordable shadow. Okay, I'm gonna check my collection, pick my shadows, and I will be right back. That was a struggle. Oh my goodness. I was overthinking everything. We have the shade Yara and the shade Transformation staying in. Should I just show you my color story right away? Shade Yara, and this is Transformation. Here you can see that insane flip of this shadow. These 2 are staying in, and then this is what's coming in. So a matte yellow, a shimmery orange, a shimmery yellow, and then my most affordable. So I will show you the swatches again after I've shown you the eyeshadows. But the first one, the yellow matte, comes from my Beauty Bay Tropical palette. This is new to my collection. I am rolling in the shade Blonde, which is right here. This type yellow, I love it. I love it. To me, it's like slightly orange yellow. I love it. So I'm rolling that one in. And I was debating on doing all of the 3 shadows, like the yellow matte, the yellow shimmer, and the yellow orange out of this palette. But I felt like this didn't really count as an shimmery orange. It looks more shimmery orange, more orange on camera than it does in real life. For the yellow shimmer, oh my goodness, no, not yellow, orange shimmer, I'm bringing in my Scooby-Doo palette from Glamlight. Now this, I've been lusting over this. This was in a video, a wish list video, so I really wanted this. And I didn't really play with it yet, so I'm gonna roll in the first shade on the row of Velma. So this is the shimmery orange right here. I have no idea how deep these pans are, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. My battery is flashing at me, so here we go. The yellow shimmer comes from the Tropical palette, and it is the shade Sun right there. And then lastly, my most affordable, this is a palette that I got, so I'm counting that as my most affordable because it was free. And I'm rolling in this first shade. This is just an inner corner highlighty shade. Super simple, I know, but that's just what worked with the color story. So here is what we have got. Again, please focus on this. Thank you. Yara from the Juvia's Place Magic Mini, Transformation from the Mica Beauty Serpent palette, then the matte yellow and the shimmer yellow from the Beauty Bay Tropical palette, the shimmery orange from the Glamlight Scooby-Doo palette, and then this inner corner highlighty shade from that Makeup Revolution. Did I say that it was Makeup Revolution? It's the Makeup Revolution Soft Radiance palette. So that is it. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I'm sorry, I don't want to rush you, but if this battery's done, it's done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thanks again for watching. Bye.